There are several theories about the origin of man. One of them is the theory of evolution. And even though history has not yet given us a clear answer to this question, scientists continue to study ancient people. So we'll talk about them. Human evolution goes back 5 million years. The oldest ancestor of modern humans, Homo habilis, appeared in East Africa 2.4 million years ago. He knew how to make fire, build simple shelters, collect plant food, process stone and use primitive stone tools. Human ancestors began making tools 2.3 million years ago in East Africa and 2.25 million years ago in China. About 2 million years ago, the oldest human species known to science, Homo habilis, by striking one stone against another, made stone tools pieces of flint beaten in a special way, choppers. They cut and sawed, and with a blunt end, if necessary, it was possible to crush bone or stone. Many choppers of various shapes and sizes were found in the Olduvai Gorge, Tanzania, so this culture of ancient people began to be called Olduvai. Homo habilis lived only in Africa. Homo erectus was the first to leave Africa and enter Asia and then Europe. It appeared 1.85 million years ago and disappeared 400,000 years ago. A successful hunter, he invented many tools, acquired a home and learned to use fire. The tools used by Homo erectus were larger than the tools of early hominids, man and his immediate ancestors. In their manufacture, a new technology was used: stone workpiece trimming on both sides. They represent the next stage of culture, the Acheulean, named after the first finds in Saint-Achel, a suburb of Amiens in France. In their physical structure, hominids differed significantly from each other, which is why they are divided into separate groups. Neanderthals, Homo sapiens neanderthalensis, lived in the Mediterranean region of Europe and the Middle East. They appeared 100,000 years ago, and 30,000 years ago they disappeared without a trace. About 40,000 years ago, Neanderthals were replaced by Homo sapiens. Based on the place of the first discovery, the Cro-Magnon cave in southern France, this type of person is sometimes also called a Cro-Magnon. Archaeological research suggests that the Cro-Magnons developed a new way of making stone blades of knives, scrapers, saws, tips, drills and other stone tools. They broke off flakes from large stones and sharpened them. About half of all Cro-Magnon tools were made of bone, which is stronger and more durable than wood. From this material, the Cro-Magnons also made new tools such as needles with eyes, hooks for fishing, harpoons, as well as cutters, awls and scrapers for scraping animal skins and making leather from them. The various parts of these objects were attached to each other using veins, ropes made from plant fibers and adhesives. The Périgord and Aurignacian cultures were named after the places in France where at least 80 different types of stone tools of this type were found. The Cro-Magnons also significantly improved their methods of hunting: driven hunting, hunting reindeer and red deer, mammoths, woolly rhinoceroses, cave bears, wolves and other animals. Ancient people made spear throwers, as well as devices for catching fish, harpoons, hooks, and bird snares. The Cro-Magnons lived mainly in caves, but at the same time they built various dwellings from stone and dugouts, tents from animal skins. They knew how to make sewn clothes, which they often decorated. People made baskets and fish traps from flexible willow rods and wove nets from ropes. Fish played an important role in the diet of ancient people. Traps were set on the river for small fish, and larger fish were speared. But how did ancient people act when the river or lake was wide and deep? Drawings on the walls of caves in northern Europe, made 9,000 to 10,000 years ago, depict people in a boat chasing a reindeer floating down a river. The durable wooden frame of the boat is covered with animal skin. This ancient boat resembled the Irish currach, the English coracle, and the traditional kayak still used by the Inuit. 10,000 years ago there was still an ice age in northern Europe. Finding a tall tree from which to hollow out a boat was difficult. The first boat of this type was found in the Netherlands. Its age is about 8,000 years, and it is made of pine. The Cro-Magnons were already engaged in painting, carving and sculpture, as evidenced by drawings on the walls and ceilings of caves, Altamira, Lascaux, etc. Human and animal figures made of horn, stone, bone and elephant tusks. Stone remained the main material for making tools for a long time. The era of the predominance of stone tools, dating back hundreds of thousands of years, is called the Stone Age. No matter how hard historians, archaeologists and other scientists try, we will never be able to reliably know how ancient people lived. But still, science has managed to make very serious progress in studying our past. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Next will be more interesting.